Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Shout out to all the subscribers. Welcome along anybody new. Gratitude to all. Let's talk about Tim Tszyu and Bakhram Murtazaliev. Thumbnail killer, that guy's name is. You know who I'm talking about. That fight just got announced in the last week really. I'm a few days old on this, but I wanted to make a quick video, give my early thoughts. I've been watching a bit more of Murtazaliev today, so I'll drop a few clips and stuff in this video about how their style matches up, because you know he's obviously the IBF 154-pound champion, fights in Orlando, bit of a random place, but George Rose, I think Tim Tszyu's promoter, was asked why Orlando, and he was like, why not? That's a good answer, really. I mean, why not? Sometimes you never know, especially in America, where pockets of, you know, certain demographics live. For example, if there's, I don't know if there's a big Russian population down there. He didn't mention there was. There probably isn't. But in New York, there's a massive Russian population. If you were to do a fight, say, in Coney Island or Brighton Beach, or a Polish fight in New York too, there's massive, like, you know, you never know. But that being said, it's still an odd choice, but you know, I don't mind it. And that fight is on the 19th of October, so it's an opportunity for Tim Tszyu to become a two-time world champion, which is a great feat in itself, just to be a one-time world champion, but to have an opportunity and to become a two-time world champion. And he said, you know, he really wants those belts to get the leverage, because, you know, it seems like they're a bit frustrated with negotiations sometimes, you know, because you know, I know a lot of people have ducked out and stuff like that, and they've had issues with the Saudis. I think they want more control, which I don't blame them, because, you know, boxing is such a crazy, weird, disjointed, messed up sport behind the scenes that, you know, you want to have as much leverage as you possibly can. So, and he's been willing to go in people's back gardens, you know, wherever, to get these fights and do what he has to do. So fair play. And fair play to Murtazaliev. You know, he didn't really want to go to Australia. I don't really blame him, you know, but, you know, if you're the champion, you should have some right to see where you want to fight. Depends what the money comes up like, I think, as well. So they decided in Orlando. I'm okay with it. So at the moment, I'm currently off that night. I might go live for that. If my schedule stays the same, I'll probably do a live stream for that. Because what time will that be in down under? That'd be like 1 o'clock or something in the afternoon. Yeah, but I'll assess that closer to the time, and I'll also do a fight breakdown, a deeper fight breakdown week on fight week. But for right now, Murtazaliev, he is a very big man. Right, I'll pull the tail of the tape up right now. He's undefeated. He's very wild and very sloppy, and you know, he's a bit cumbersome. His balance is probably his weak point. His punch technique is quite off too, you know. But he is a massive guy, you know. Against Cole K, when you're watching that fight, you're thinking, is this guy? They're not in the same weight division.
Round 11, ya había entregado todo de sí, parecía que podía sobrevivir, pero llegó.
This guy's massive, but you know what he lacks in punch technique and balance, you know, he kind of will make up for just the sheer size of the man, his length as well. He can counter punch, right?
Встречу правым. Муртазалиев своего соперника, а вот тут срубил.
Sneakily, and he's a little inconsistent with his counter punching, but it's something to be wary of, because I know Tim Tszyu, he's going to want to come in and make a statement. He's said that, but you know, sometimes what fighters do and say, it could be smoke and mirrors, but I generally think he wants to make a statement. You know, he's the kind of fighter that's been, you know, had a difficult path in this last year, and you know, he's raring to go. I kind of feel sorry for this Russian dude, because he's going to feel the wrath of what a real warrior is going to want to bounce back like. I think personally, they're both warriors really. That Russian guy's a tough dude, you know. So I'm not trying to make this too unbiased, or too biased, should I say. I always try to give, you know, both sides, but you know, given what Tszyu's come off of, and the cut and the loss, and fights falling through, and whatever else it has been, it fuels fighters like him. So I'm fully expecting to come in and make a statement. He's got to be a bit smart about it because, as I said, the Russian guy can punch. He's strong, he's big, he's powerful, he's undefeated, you know. He's got ability to counter punch, as I said, but he throws wide, sloppy, cumbersome punches.
Bakhram Murtazaliev para encontrarlo, como que ya entró.
Minuto. Al poder a
De Kulkai se le está dificultando.
como si nada, se le calentó la quijada. Bakhram sigue siendo una amenaza ahí en este ring.
That can be countered, and I think Tim Tszyu is going to counter him quite heavily, especially that jab, and do what he does. His style is fantastic because he'll make you miss, make you pay, and then walk you down and make you gun shy as well. I did a video about his style. I'll leave the link up here because when fighters realize they can't hit you, that's the power of counter punching, is they don't want to throw, and so then you back them up and then you throw, and it's a suffocating style because I think actually he'll have quite a good bit of success on the inside. Why? Because, well, I'll pull some clips up where Jack Colkay was backing Murtazaliev up. And, you know, as I said, his balance has issues, and when you're backing up and you're trying to counter punch and you're upright and your base isn't particularly good, it becomes a lot harder.
Esta doble jab y luego la derecha de Kulkai de nuevo soltándose bombazos. ¡Ay, olor a pólvora! ¡Qué gran momento de pelea! El fuego cruzado en corta distancia. ¿Qué es lo que quiere Kulkai al final?
He's got wider shots, so I'd expect Tim Tszyu to come in on the inside with some body shots. Tidier work on the inside when he's up close and when they're, because he's ready to exchange Murtazaliev. He likes to fight a little bit, you know. But you know, I don't see him posing too much of a threat on the back foot. You know, he does, as I said, have the ability to counter punch, and that's something I think Tim Tszyu needs to watch out for, because he's cleaned guys out from counter punching, but the counter punching is inconsistent. So interesting fight in terms of well, they're both, you know, Russian too. Tim Tszyu said he was going to clean up on his Russian, so talk a bit of smack to each other in Russian. So, but I like the fight, and I think it will be entertaining. I do think Tim Tszyu will probably get Murtazaliev out of there in the mid-rounds. I think once he figures out his range and style, you know, I think he'll be able to get underneath, like I said, throw the shorter shots on the inside, do some body work, but also I think he'll be able to counter him with that jab on the outside. He's just got to be a bit smart, you know. I know he wants to make a statement, and that could be good, but he obviously is a very intelligent fighter, very calculated, doesn't waste anything. So, you know, but he's going to be raring to go. He's going to want to put on a show. He's going to want to get the stoppages. He's going to want to get that belt. So I see him doing that. I see him doing that, probably about a stoppage between 7 and 9, something like that. But let me know your thoughts on the fight and who you think is going to win and how, and any other details that I might have missed. This isn't a full detailed video. It's just early thoughts. When the news drops like this, I like to make a video. I was going to do one a few days ago, but I've been really busy. I've just got a new channel started. Anybody that wants to learn the boxing, I'll leave some clips at the end of this video, and I'll give the link to that at the end and up here as well. It's just for me teaching boxing, because I've been teaching beginners for a long time and wanted to make a separate channel for that. So if you're interested in that, hit the link, and otherwise I will see you guys very soon. I've got a Rise of the Uzbeks video coming tomorrow. All right, I'm going to work on that all day tomorrow. That should be out tomorrow. I've got a ton of content coming up. You know, I've been a little stagnant on this channel just because I've been so busy with doing other stuff. You know, that's all it is really. There's been a couple of fights I wanted to make. Like, I wanted to touch on the Nikita Tszyu fight, to be honest with you, but I just didn't have time. And excuse me, as I said in the previous video, when I don't have time to really watch another fighter or really get into detail about how the fight's going to go, I tend to not make videos, because I just don't want to come across patchy or not thorough. You know, I like to really get thorough, and you know, I just didn't have enough time to watch you know, Nikita Tszyu's last fight in detail, and his opponent's last fight, you know, stuff like that. So I just swerved it. But I heard it was, I saw the highlights, sounded like a bit of a rumble fight. It's a bit concerning the fact that he's getting into so many violent slugfests this early on. But I haven't seen the fight in its entirety, but I will cover his next fight because it's rumored to be against Michael Zarafa. So anyway, that's it from me. I hope you guys are well. Have a great week. So I keep thinking it's Monday today. It's not even, it's Sunday. Yeah, I'm out of here. Peace and love.
She's got a twist with it. Twist like this, twist like that. That's it. A lot of it's in the upper body. There you go. Body shots, it's the same thing. Just let it guide that in. Make sure that doesn't drop below your chin, because the tendency is to drop that there and leave this open. Keep it tight here. You don't even need to do too much really, just a little tight there. Just gotta make sure you keep your hands on your chin. A big mistake what beginners do is that. They'll do that and then leave the chin open, or they'll try to overcompensate and bring that down, right? Leave your jaw open. Block the body shots, guide it in, guide it in. Keep your hands on your chin. Perfect. Good. So when you're blocking body shots, a big part of it is guiding the shot in and just turning that angle right here, right? Great. Now, I'm trying to land a shot here, right? Exactly. Just gonna turn it in here, swivel that body around, tighten it up, catch it. Work the right hook, yeah? Really, you're gonna want a lot of body movement. Just turn your hips, boom. You're gonna turn that. Back foot's gonna turn a little bit. Shoulder, watch the shoulder from here. Bam, just a boom, nice short, boom, whip it. Good. Don't start to square on though. Just right here, boom. Your shoulder will be here, that other shoulder will be there. That left hand is on your jaw. That's up a little bit. Right, beautiful. Good. Just a short motion, bam, snap it. Right. You can do a wider hook too if you want. You're trying to get around the guard, boom, like that. You don't have to go so wide. There we go, yeah. Just tighten it, whip it in. Good. Start with the elbows on the rib cage. Turn that back foot. Good. There we go. Beautiful.